Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to mindforcombat. If this is the first time you checked out my channel or any of my content, why don't you consider joining my growing fight community by hitting the subscribe button and getting involved in the conversation below. So recently I've done a video where I talk about the sad state of professional boxing here today in 2019. And it was a very negative video about and it was basically me ranting about how poor I thought the state of boxing is right now, with people ducking it. Anyways, I won't go into it. If you guys ain't seen it, please check my channel, watch the video. I'll probably link it in the description. And yeah, so I thought on the back of that, it would be good to do something a bit more positive about boxing. So this is my video discussing 5 professional boxers that everyone should be making an effort to watch right now, because they're doing great stuff, they're great to watch, and they're just straight up incredible. Now, full disclosure, some of these guys on this list are smaller fighters, so they fight at minimum weight, flyweight, etc. And a lot of people seem to have an issue with watching smaller fighters. Now, if you've watched any of my content, you know that I have no issue with watching any fighter in any weight class. I just enjoy watching fighting. If you have an issue with watching smaller fighters, and the only issue that you have is that you don't want to watch a small man fighting, well then, it seems like you've got some personal insecurities that you need to deal with. Maybe you're a little bitch. And if you're a little bitch, I understand why you might not want to watch these guys. But if you're not a little bitch, then definitely give these guys a watch and see what you think of them. So guys, let me go through that. I've got a list right in front of me now. I've got some information and I'm going to go through it. So, the first guy, number 5, that I'm going to start off with is a guy that I really enjoy watching. He's a very smooth tactician. He fights, but he's been plagued with the problem that a lot of guys have in the smaller weight classes, in that there is not tons and tons of competition at a world-class stage. So he ends up having to take filler fights, particularly recently. So number 5, his name. Number 5 is Chayaphon Moonsri. He's the current minimum weight world champion in professional boxing. He's 33 years old with a record of 52 wins and 0 losses. You heard correctly. He has 52 wins and 0 losses. 18 of those wins are by knockout. He represents Thailand. He fights out of Thailand. He's a Thai boxer. Not a Thai boxer. He's a Thai, boxer. Okay, cool. Check him out, guys. He's absolutely outstanding. He's a really technical, smooth boxer. He's great to watch. He holds the record over Floyd now for undefeated world championship boxer. He's obviously still active. He doesn't tend to get the opportunity to find the best competition because like I say, there's not too many great world champions fighting in the weight classes, but there's a couple of guys there that I hope he ends up fighting, and his next fight is against a gentleman named Tatsuya Fuhara. Definitely check out that fight. That's going to be a great fight. That's my number 5 guy for you guys to check out. It's going to be a great fight. Check him out. Number 4. Now, this is a guy that gets there's probably a lot more people are going to be familiar with. He's kind of come about on the scene a lot more recently, though, particularly on the world stage. He announced himself in an incredible win over George Groves in his last victory. This is Callum Smith, the current super middleweight world champion. For my money, he's the best fighter in the world at super middleweight today. And if Canelo Alvarez wants to go and make a name at super middleweight, and he fights Callum Smith, in my opinion, Callum Smith will beat Canelo Alvarez at super middleweight. And Callum Smith is absolutely exceptional. He is fundamentally sound, beautiful to watch, proficient. He hits hard, he's technical, and he can finish. He is just, oh my God, he's a pleasure to watch. And in this day and age of the top heavyweights not fighting no one and just chasing after money, Callum Smith is a dude that I really, really enjoy watching fighting, and he definitely deserves credit. So Callum Smith is a 28-year-old English fighter with a record of 25-0. He's got 18 knockouts, and like I say, he fights at super middleweight. He doesn't have a fight scheduled next, and a fight that I would really love to see, guys, is Callum Smith fighting Gilberto Ramirez. And he's not on my list, but check out Gilberto Ramirez as well. He's 39-0, and I think that would be a great, and he's also a world champion. He's a WBO super middleweight champion. That would be a great fight if they was to collide. I would love that fight. That's a great fight, so let's hope that gets made. At number 3, I've got Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington has some brawls. I love Josh Warrington. If you haven't seen his fight with Carl Frampton, firstly, you're clearly not a boxing fan. Secondly, please go and watch his fight with Carl Frampton. It is an excellent fight. That fight didn't get the press coverage and the love and the attention that it deserved because it was being held on the same night as Derek Chisora versus Dylan White, and I really wish that Frank Warren hadn't done that. But you know what? It's all right. they shine in their own right, and the fight's available for everyone to see. So guys, please go and watch it. Josh Warrington is 28-0. He's 28 years old. He's got 6 KOs, so he ain't a big knockout artist, but he does engage, he does fight. He's super fun to watch. Very good, very talented fighter. He's a world champion. He fights at featherweight, represents England. He's a great British boxer. And his next fight is an exceptional, mouth-watering fight against Kid Galahad, who again, he's not on the list, but he's another guy you guys should check out. He's 26-0. Him versus Josh Warrington is an incredible fight. I cannot wait for that fight. That's going to be held on May 5th. Guys, check that out. Kid Galahad versus Josh Warrington. Watch that fight. Please, please, please watch that fight. It's going to be a great fight, and I just cannot wait. At number 2, I've got a guy who you can watch fighting on One Championship. He fought on One Championship last time, and no, he didn't have an MMA fight. He had a boxing match. Like Chayaphon Moonsri, he struggles in getting the best competition because there ain't too many guys. There's not that much attention in the weight class, so the world-talented fighters or world-talented athletes in that weight won't start gravitating towards boxing. And B, there's not that many opportunities because people don't tend to watch smaller weight fighters for reasons that we've already discussed. But he's exceptional. This is Wisaksil Wangek. He is absolutely incredible. He represents Thailand. The 32-year-old boxer is 47 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. He's got 41 knockouts, so he's an absolute finisher. And he's on a 22-fight win streak or something ridiculous. He's got back-to-back wins over Chocolatito. And man, he is absolutely incredible. Like Roman Gonzalez, I believe Chocolatito's full name is. But check him out, guys. He's absolutely incredible. He's got a fight scheduled against Juan Francisco Estrada, who's 38-3. That's a good fight to watch. I don't think that's going to be held on the One Championship promotion, but definitely watch him. He's a fun fighter, and I think a lot of people can get behind him. And my number 1... So, guys, let me just be clear. I haven't done this in a top 5 list, as this is the 5th my favourite, or the 5th guy you should watch, the 4th. This is not like that. This has just been done 5 people, and I've just put a number next to all their names, and all of these guys deserve credit respectively. If I was to do it in that format, though, my number 1 would be this number 1, and that's Naoya Inoue. Naoya Inoue is a absolute goddamn savage. His nickname is Monster, and that is fitted because the dude is a monster. I absolutely love watching Naoya Inoue fight. One of my favourite fighters fighting right now in boxing or MMA. I absolutely love Naoya Inoue. And if you ain't checked him out, you're really doing yourself a disservice if you're a fight fan. Watch Naoya Inoue. He's absolutely technical. He's proficient. He's got angles. He's a devastator as well. Watch him. Watch him. There's no reason not to watch him. Go and watch Naoya Inoue fight. The kid is 25 years old, 17-0 with 15 KOs. He fights at bantamweight and represents Japan. He's a world champion right now. He's got an absolutely exceptional fight schedule that's going to be fighting Emmanuel Rodriguez, who's 19-0. It's going to be a great fight. Guys, please check out Naoya Inoue. And his brother's a world champion as well. So, yeah, check him out too. So, guys, that's a list of 5 boxers that you guys should watch out. It's not all negative and doom and gloom in the world of boxing. There's great fighters to watch. And if you're willing to broaden your horizons and look at fighters in every weight class, there's some great fights out there. And particularly for someone like me who's a true boxing purist and loves to watch boxing, give these guys opportunities and you'll be pleasantly surprised. I know there's a lot of hype surrounding a lot of great guys, and I love these guys myself, guys like the heavyweights, of course. Then you got Vasil Lomachenko and all these guys that have a lot of hype and attention behind them. But there's genuine world champions, world-class, pound-for-pound greats that ain't getting the attention they deserve. And some of these guys are getting the attention. Callum Smith will get a lot of attention because he's super middleweight. He's a finisher at super middleweight. But a lot of these guys like Chayaphon Moonsri and Wisaksil Wangek and Naoya Inoue, they're not getting the attention that they deserve. So guys, check them out. Comment in the section below what you think about my top 5 list, and if you're going to be interested in checking them out. If there's any boxes, I'm sure there's tons that I haven't mentioned here. There is tons. I know there's tons. Give me a shout out to some of your favourite boxers that you like to watch right now that you think deserve some more credit, and let's get some more attention to them. Thank you for watching, guys. Mindful Combat. Thank you.